how are you? I wanted to share with you my simple everyday makeup look that I've been doing a lot lately, particularly for work. I feel like this is a really good, simple but still got like, you know, everything you need in it. Eyeshadow, contour, lipstick, all of that kind of stuff. So if you need to look like you put in a lot of effort but you actually didn't take more than about 15 minutes, then stay tuned, check it out. So I already cleansed my face in the shower, so here I am just toning with my Mario Badescu glycolic acid toner, which is really good to just give yourself a little bit of a chemical exfoliation. My cleanser is usually really mild, so I kind of like it. And then I have been doing something a little bit different, and I've been mixing my everyday moisturizer in with just a little bit of a foundation that I'm not really enjoying using, and just a little bit of liquid highlighter. So the highlighter I've been using is the 17 Skin Wow one, which I've had for probably too long, and I really like it, but I just don't find myself reaching for it to actually highlight my face. So I kind of like putting it in with this just to give myself a little bit of a glow. And then the foundation that I haven't really been using any other time is the Models Prefer Matte Foundation. It's really thick, it's not quite the right colour for me, and I just don't love the way it sits on my skin, but I hate wasting things, so I find that this is a good way to kind of use up a product that I'm not really enjoying, but I don't really mind so much. I did use a little bit too much moisturizer in this little bit, so you will see me kind of realize how much I've actually got, and it does look a little bit crazy to begin with, but because it is a moisturizer base, it does sink in and it ends up looking quite good. Just trust me on this. I do find that this combo does leave me looking quite shiny at the beginning as well, but then once I've kind of finished my face, let it set in and set it with some powder, it does look fine. This is the Chi Chi Brow Pomade, and I have to say I absolutely love this. I've had this for so long, like I want to say over 9 months, because I definitely took it away with me when I went away for 2 months as well. And it just lasts so well, and it's so easy to use, and I love using it with this bigger eyebrow brush by Real Techniques, just because it just makes it really simple, really easy. Now, I don't really have too much of a technique, I just kind of fill it in. But yeah, I'm going to skip ahead in a little bit so you can see both brows are done, and now I'm going to use some concealer. This is the Collection Concealer, the Lasting Perfection one that I think everybody loves, and unfortunately you just can't get it in Australia that I'm aware of. If anybody knows where to get it from here, please let me know, because I am rapidly running out and it is definitely my favourite. I usually just put this under my eyes to cover any tired bags that I might have, but I also found that my redness was showing through a little bit today, so I wanted to put it in kind of like my T-zone as well, just to kind of cover up that redness that I get there. I like to like blend things in with my fingers, because I feel like the warmth from your hands really just allows it to kind of like settle in well, and I tend to find that like things can get a little bit streaky and just moved around a little bit too much with brushes. I like being able to use my fingers to kind of like pat it in a little bit. And then I just kind of set all my foundation with a powder. I really like the Australis Fresh and Flawless, which is vegan and cruelty free, which is amazing. It's also cheap, it's just from Priceline or a drugstore, so it's pretty good. I know Australis isn't really worldwide, but it's such a good brand here in Australia if you can get your hands on it. I just use a big fluffy brush, just kind of like try to pat it in where I can, and then just kind of blend around the outside of my face, just to try and help make sure that all my makeup blends in. I'm not going to get a harsh line. Everyone hates that. And then I usually do a little bit of eyeshadow, not always, but usually unless I'm in like a massive rush. And I really like this one by Kiko. It's a brown, almost like marbled color. It's got some lighter browns and some darker browns and a little bit of shimmer in there as well. And I find that this particular kind of goldeny brown just really brings out the color of my eyes, and I just love it. It's so easy to work with, it goes with everything, and it's perfect for like any time of the day or night. I just absolutely love it. Cannot rate it highly enough. I'll have it linked down below if I can still find it. I did get it quite a few years ago, so it might not still be available. But I usually just do that with a bigger flat brush, because I'm putting it all over the eyes, and then I blend in with a fluffy brush. And then next, which I have conveniently skipped ahead to, is the contour. I love the Sleek palette. It's a face palette. It comes with a beautiful highlighter and a beautiful contour shade, and it just seems to be the perfect kind of warmth. Like, it's not ashy brown, like you don't like kind of see it and make you look a little bit dead. Like, it's still got a bit of warmth to it, but it's not a bronzer. It's not shimmery, it's not highlighty, it's just nice and matte. I just think it works so well because I don't want to do a harsh full-on contour, but I also am very pale, so I like to have a little bit of definition to my skin. And then this highlight, I just find it's just beautiful. Like, it's just a really nice subtle highlighter. Like, I love a good highlighter, don't get me wrong, but I'm not all about that like harsh, like strong highlight. I like it to be a little bit like, oh, is she wearing highlighter? Yes, she is. But yeah, and I tend to dab that around my eyes as well. Instead of getting like a separate eyeshadow to do a bit of highlight, I just like to use the same one, give my face some consistency and all that. And then next, I am doing a little bit of blush. So this is an e.l.f. blush. It really barely shows up, as you can kind of see here. Like, it's so light. It's almost like a kind of pink highlighter, but I really like it. I feel like it just gives your skin like a natural warmth and glow. Like, it's not extreme. It's like not really noticeable, but I personally really like it. So, and it was like $3, I think. Like, it was ridiculously cheap from Kmart. And yeah, I did actually put on some lip balm at some point here as well, which is why my lips are like ridiculously shiny, but I did not show that on camera for some reason. Oh well. And then just to kind of like make sure everything's blended in nicely, there's no strong harsh lines, I like to go back over with a face brush just to kind of like make sure there's nothing unblended. This mascara I don't like, I'm sorry. It's terrible. I've only just started using it and it just tends to get all over my face. I kind of have this problem a little bit anyway because I do have kind of naturally long lashes, so I tend to find that it does dot anyway, but I find this one just gets everywhere. I don't know what it is about it. And then I just kind of wiped off my little bit of lip balm that was on there just so it wasn't like really dewy. Just using my Topshop lip liner in a brownie kind of pinky color. It's very natural but a little bit darker than my natural lip colors, which I really like because I feel like sometimes, like, my lips aren't tiny but they can kind of disappear a little bit, especially when I talk. So I like that this one's a little bit darker and makes them look a little bit more prominent. And then I'm just filling it in with the NARS lipstick, which is a nice kind of like nudie pink. Like, it's really good at kind of matching that like lip liner and looking quite natural. Highly recommended. These ones are really creamy and soft as well. I love them. Okay guys, thanks for watching me. I hope that you enjoyed my little tutorial here, and if you'd like to see more, please subscribe and like. I'm still really new, so I still don't really know what I'm doing. If you did want to see more of me, I have a blog, I have Instagram, I'm active on Twitter quite a lot, and it's all under Nikki Z. You can easily just Google me and you'll find all of my details, but I'll try and have them linked down below as well. But I hope to see you around soon. Bye!